what would it be? And who would it be? And why?
I'd bring Ruby back, probably. I don't understand. You know what? I thought it would be a cool. When were we talking about this? Season 6 or 7? To not push a reset button, but I remember after the Leviathan season, we talked about, maybe that was season 7. So I think we talked about season 8 as if, I mean, it would be too cheesy to go like that was all a dream, but to kind of go over from that starting spot. Kind of like the end of season 5, season 6. Which I thought was cool. I love where we are now though. So 8, 9, and now 10 have put us in a really cool spot. But I loved all of the characters in season 4 and season 5. I loved one very specifically in season 4. I have kids to prove it. You two, you back off. All you birthday dudes and girls. So yeah, I love that all the guys and gals who actually do the conventions, like Dick and Matt and Rob and a whole bunch. So that'd probably be me.
Mine's probably less story, more behind the scenes. I would love to, and he's doing his own thing, it's amazing, but I'd love to have some Ben Edlund strips. He can't come back, I don't know what he's doing, call him.
Yes, do it. I'm on that.
I mean, just for me personally, I think he wrote really good Dean-centric scripts. In a way that was a little quirky and a little odd, and there was a nice kind of thing about Ben that I don't necessarily know that we're missing now, but he brought something really cool and interesting to the table, and that was really fun. But we've got amazing writers now, and so we're still pushing ahead. Yeah.
Looking forward to it.
Thank you.
I started watching a year ago because my girlfriend pulled me in, and it's.
Don't blame your girlfriend.
Don't blame your girlfriend, all right? Don't blame your girlfriend. We've heard that before. Hi.
Hi, Jared.
Hi. We can always turn the boo into a cheer by starting to strip. So whenever they're booing Jensen leaving, you just kind of like start taking it.
My question is for Jensen.
What can I do for you? It's a lovely, lovely boss.
How do you always been so short?
Lovely show.
I wanted to ask you about Imaginary Lover, the song that you're going to be singing karaoke to in episode 200.
Yes.
It's kind of an obscure song, and I'm wondering if you chose it, the writers chose it, what it means, and how it suits. Did you have any choices?
Well, I think we all know what it means.
You can't say something like that here.
For those who can't see, she's actually twirling her hair. She's like, oh god, do a hair pull.
That was a song that I think I heard it before, but it was most certainly not a selection of mine. I had to actually look it up and listen to it again and be like, that song? And I called to ask the very question that you're asking me, and it was.
He even twirled his hair actually. It was during the summer, so it was longer.
A little longer, yeah. Actually, it was longer. DVD, so it was a little longer. Don't get excited. It's not, Raggedy Ann over here. It was Bob Singer's selection. It was his selection, and I said, "What? Why?" And he goes, "There are two songs that I know are most definitely about the topic of self-loving. And that's one of them."
What's the other one?
You never told me.
Touch myself, turning Japanese.
Japanese. I think that one. I don't know if that's the one he was talking about. It could have been. What's that?
Divinals, I touch myself.
I touched myself. I'm sure there's plenty out there, but anyway, Bob was very specific. He's like, there are two that I know are most certainly about that subject. And
I just found out that, something, relax, don't do it.
Yes.
It was on like an 80s, VH1, 80s. I'm gonna walk away.
so that's why, and because Demon Dean is developed very self-serving, and he doesn't really care about anybody else other than himself, Bob thought it was an appropriate song.
And thank you for creating this world where an hour a week and a weekend a year we can come and just geek out and have a lot of fun.
It's a lot of. I got that song in my head.
Relax. Don't do it. I'm gonna go with a young man right here who's reaching for the sky. Or is he just stretching?
No, he's just stretching.
He's just stretching. That's all right.
You got a question, buddy? What is it? Is there going to be a new episode of Supernatural coming out?
Yeah.
I heard there was. Very soon.
In a month, we're gonna have.
Less than that.
In 1 month, we're gonna have 23 new episodes.
Right.
Not all at the same time.
I have a question for you.
Yes. 23 in 1 month, really?
You're 6. So we started the show 4 years before you were born. You got some catching up to do, pal.
Does that make you feel old? You may have been the reason.
What episode was airing? 7. Remember, relax. Don't.
All right. You got a mic over there. Hi.
Hi, my question is for Jared.
Yeah.
So I do forensics, and so you've really given me a lot of confidence to be able to do that because you're
Awesome.
fan. So I was wondering how your experience with forensics has helped you kind of grow as an actor.
Forensics, I feel like. So for those who don't know, when I was in high school, I did stage plays and what's called forensics. Now, forensics is like speech and debate, but it's also, you can do duet scenes, you can do dramatic scenes, humorous scenes, and you have to play so many different characters. And I actually felt that
We're talking about a crime scene here?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, wait, what?
I actually feel like forensics helped me more for TV and movies than stage ever possibly could have. Because it's more about finding the minutia in the characters. It's not like, here I am, and there's nothing really showy about it. It's more about differentiating characters. Like, you do dramatic or humorous, or do you do...
Right.
Yeah, so you have to play multiple characters. And so really trying to find not just a level of, I gotta make a funny face, and I gotta do like it's more than just the voice, it's more kind of the mannerism. So I feel like specifically with Supernatural, which is so bizarre. You know how you're like, I took Latin in school, I'm like, I'm never gonna use this. But now I've used Latin, and now because of Supernatural, I've had to go play different characters, like Gadriel. And so to break, part of the things you do in forensics is you'll play one character, the character's talking to his dad, and then you cut to, you kind of from body to tonation. So I feel like specifically forensics in school really helps you prepare for shows like Supernatural. But good luck.
So if you're planning on doing a show like Supernatural in the future,
yes,
forensics is where, that's where you really want to be.
and take Latin. So you can do the exorcisms. Awesome.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, have fun. Who else has a... Hi.
Hi. First of all, as an actor, I just wanted to tell both of you that you put on such an amazing performance. The small, just from the small to the large, it's very inspiring to me, and I draw a lot of inspiration from you as I try to grow. And my question for both of you is, what has presented the greatest challenge for the both of you as actors over the course of this show, and how do you think you've grown since the first season?
That's a good question. That's a great one for Jensen to start.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, let me take that one. That's I think one of the biggest challenges, and Jared's probably he's been surfed this a lot more than I have, is having to play different characters within, but still keeping it within the vein of your character. One of the more difficult ones for me was in season 4, when we got a glimpse of the future and saw future Dean talking with present Dean, and there was to slightly put the slight variance on his, on the future, and still keep it within the same vein of character. Those kind of challenges, I think we really enjoy those challenges. They're tough, and we probably don't enjoy them while we're doing them. But afterwards, we can look back and reflect on it and be like, wow, that was really great, it was challenging, I actually got better as an artist doing that. So I think the challenging things are the things that push us and make us better. Directing is also one for me. I know that it's just a totally different mind frame from the acting. With acting, I'm responsible for my character and bringing that to life the best that I can. As a director, I'm responsible for the entire show and bringing that to life. So it's a bit of a brain buster, but those are the kind of things I feel like if I'm uncomfortable and I'm out of my comfort zone in a way that forces me to think harder, to push myself, then that is the gratification I will end up getting in the end. So it's, even though it may be uncomfortable and I may be like, why did I agree to do this? This is the stupidest idea. By the end of it, when I'm done, it's like, I'm glad I can hang my hat on that because I earned that. So that's the kind of stuff that,
Mine is actually entirely different and has nothing to do with the actual work. The actual performance. Mine is legitimately remembering that I am where I want to be, and I'll explain a little bit. Like when I was doing me specifically, I don't know if it was life imitates art or something, and I was just feeding off of Sam Winchester's, like not wanting to be there. But I missed my family, I missed my friends, I missed my dogs, I missed my house. You know what I mean?
you were a child.
I was a child, I was, yeah. And I didn't get